Welcome back, guys, to my YouTube channel. Welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome. And if you are this is the first time you are here, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the like button. So today we are making the Mexican pleated turban. We are making the turban with Mexican pleats. And here with me is the fabric for the band. What you are seeing right now is the fabric for our band, and it measures 30 inches along the stretchy part and 15 inches across the non-stretchy part. So what I have here is 30 inches by 15 inches. So now, guys, what I'm doing is showing you how to make pleats. I'm making this part detailed because of beginners, those who might, this is the first time there, those who might just be learning how to sew turbans or pleats. This is how we make pleats. You first of all fold in, and then you take your second fold. For some people, they do make markings, but me, I don't mark. I think it's a waste of time. But in case you want to mark down, you can mark down like 1.5 inches to 2 inches, depends on what you want. So guys, after taking the first fold, I'm taking the second fold. Then at this point, when you're taking the second fold, you make sure that the second fold is covering the stitched part of the first fold. Like, after you take up the first fold, my pinning down means that you'll be sewing it down. Then along that part where you sew down, when you are taking the second fold, the second pleat, you make sure it's covering the first sewn part, just like that. If you don't understand what I explained, you'll be saying it. So this is it, guys. I'm done making the pleats, and I got about 4 pleats with the 15 inches length. I got about 4 inches, the 4 pleats. This is what I have here. So look at it, guys. If you notice, that is the sewn part, but it's covered. That is because when I take the second fold, I cover it. I cover up the upper one, then take the next one and then cover it, so as to leave your work neat. I guess I'm rushing, but if you are watching carefully, you'll be understanding what I'm doing, because I didn't really use so many fast forwardings here. I want it to be detailed. So guys, I'm splitting this into 2 because I want to make a V-shaped band. I want my band to have that kind of V shape and not just straight. I want it to be V-shaped. So I splitted it into 2 and just watch carefully so that you see how I'm placing them on each other. Now I'll take the right side facing down, facing the floor. The right side is facing the floor, and then I take the second part and then cross it just like that, facing the floor as well. I'm sure this is very clear. It's very clear. So you pin down. After we are done pinning down, we will sew down. But I'll show you how to sew, how to stitch down the band. Looking closely, guys, you see that I marked a chalk there. I wanted to show you guys with a chalk, illustrating how to sew down, but I found out that it wasn't so visible, so I had to pin down. So you follow the lines like the way I'm pinning down. That is the way you go to your sewing machine and you stitch down. If you are using needle and thread, you can still tack down just the same way. So this is what I have. So guys, now I'm done sewing down, and this is what I have after I did my sewing. Whenever you are working, just try to make sure that your work is as neat as possible, as neat as it should be. That is one thing. So this is our main body. That is the main turban body. This fabric right now measures, okay, the length should be 26 inches by 20 inches. 26 inches for on the stretchy part, and the 20 inches along the non-stretchy part. So the lines you are seeing me mark, the lines I marked them along the 26 inches. So it's 1.5 inches apart, 1.5 inches. The lines I made there are 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches. So now we are forming another plate. You pick the marked area and then you sew a tiny stitch along that line, along that your marked area. Just pick it like so, and then you stitch down. You make a straight stitch down, that is across, along the part that is 26 inches where you marked your lines, your 1.5 inches lines. So with my pins, I'm showing you how to sew down when you get to your sewing machine, or if you are using needle and thread, how you should tack down. That is what I'm using pins to illustrate. So you see the way my finger is moving, that is how you will be stitching down. So you pick the next line and then you stitch down again. And when you are stitching the second one, this is not like our first pleats. When you are doing this one, you are making them apart, away from each other. When you are trying to stitch this one down now, you make sure that it's not touching the first one, just like that. So that is what you do for all of them. So this is what we have. I'm trying to pin down to show you again, making sure that you understand it. See, I'm trying to make sure that it's not touching it. It's not touching the first one. That is it. So just make sure that it's not touching your first pleats. So this one is not like the first pleat that we did for our band. So now is for our turban body. So you see how I'm picking them and I'm sewing them. That is what you do for all of them. Just be picking the marked areas and then you sew down. You pick the marked area and then you sew down. Pick the marked area and then you sew straight down. Pick the marked area and then you sew straight down. Just a normal straight stitch. I pray God that you are understanding this. Pray God for the spirit of revelation and understanding so as to aid you in this. So guys, this is it again. This is what we have here again after we were done doing our 1-1 stitching down, 1-1 pleats. This is it. Now the real work begins. I just pray that you are watching closely. As you are listening, just watch closely so that you don't miss out on anything. Watch closely so that you don't miss out on anything. See, we make our first stitch down, and then I'll show you. Just little by little, you make a normal straight stitch down, like you are joining the pleats together. See, just a normal straight stitch. After this normal straight stitch, we'll turn upside down and then we'll start from the down part. See this normal straight stitch. Then the next straight stitch that we'll be doing will now be contradicting the first one, just like that. See, I want you to understand this. We've sewn the first one down, yes, and then the second one now will now start from down there. From down there, it will start from there, coming up now, so that it's like it is contradicting each other. Like the pleats, I'm trying to make them form zigzags. So guys, you see it just like that. You see, it's contradicting it. So the next one now that we'll be doing will be contradicting the one that we just did. So you see, so this next one now will be contradicting this one. I'll take you guys to my sewing machine anyway, so that I can better explain it because I think it's not clearly understood here. So guys, this is me on my sewing machine and sewing down. See the way I'm just stitching down, making a straight stitch. Just looking closely, you can definitely understand with God granting us all a spirit of understanding and revelation. We will surely understand this even more. So you see, just trying to make sure they are forming what they should form. And please, Kylie, let me make this known here. When you are sewing, see, I'm actually starting from the edge, the edge that has no pleats, and that is very wrong. Please, when you are doing yours, don't start from that edge that isn't pleated. When you are starting, start from the one that is pleated. Start from the first pleat. Leave that part that is not pleated, that does not have any pleats. Like, leave the two edges up, the edge up and the edge down. Just leave them like that. Don't run any stitch there. You understand? So that when you are fixing your band, it will not disturb you. You, if you don't understand what I'm saying right now, you better understand it later. You'll still understand it along as we are coming along this video. So guys, you see how these stitches are contradicting each other, just trying to keep the pleats raised up. That's it. Keeping the pleats raised up. And don't mind my sewing machine. The reason why it's doing this is because it is a little bent, like it is bent at the down part, like the, what's it called, the pointed part of the needle, like it's a bit tilted, like it has a bit of tilting. That's why it's disturbing this. And the fabric I'm using, material is kind of thread, like it has this threads all around, this shiny threads all around it. So that's why it's seeming difficult or a bit non-smooth sewing it. So for you, I don't think it should be this hard. Just make sure your needle is okay, like it's in a good condition, and then you are good. So guys, I'm pretty sure you've understood the what's it called, what should I call it, like this pattern, it just is a normal pattern, just a fixed pattern for this Mexican plate. So you see, I'm turning it upside down. This is how we will continue until we've exhausted the whole plate. So I'm taking it up again. So it's quite easy, or if you are looking at it, it may seem somehow hard, but it's very easy. So just try out your own. I'm sure if you are sewing, you will understand better. So you see the way it's doing, like it's a, this is because of my needle. It's not in a good condition. That's why it's giving me this hard time. So guys, I'm pretty sure you're understanding it better right now, but so I will soon have to fast forward this so that this video won't be longer than it is already. Just pray that you've understood this whole Mexican pleats concept. Just don't forget, if you are finding it hard, or even my previous tutorials, if there's anything you do not understand, the comment section is for you. Just drop, make your question known, make your whatever you want to ask, just feel free to ask it. And also don't forget to click on the like button and also hit the notification bell as you click the subscribe button. Click like, drop your comments. If you like this tutorial, let me know. If you would want to watch me design or embellish this turban, let me know. So just drop something. Let me know what you're thinking as you are watching this video. Let me know what is coming to your mind. If there is anything I need to improve, just let me know. If you are not understanding what I'm saying, just let me know. If my teaching is not so clear, also let me know. Just let me know what you are thinking as you are watching this tutorial. So guys, I'm fast forwarding it already. This is it. So after we were done, this is what we have. Man, it's already looking nice. Tailors also use this to form the sleeves of their dress. It's very nice. Like, Mexican pleats are so beautiful. Like, it makes the band look so unique. So it gives the band a unique look. So see what I was trying to tell you. Leave these edges. These edges, you see, it's giving me a hard time right now because I started sewing from there, which was wrong. So you see, I'm just trying to pull it out a bit, as much as I can. So after you are done, you fold your turban body into two, get the midpoint. For me, I notched. You can use chalk and chalk it down just in any way you can. Note the midpoint. This is what I have now. And the next, I'll be printing a band. Guys, this tutorial is quite long, but I pray it is worth it. I pray you understand it. I just want you to understand it. So I'm cutting off the excess that we have along the pleated band. Yeah, so just cut off the excesses that you have after you've sewn it down, and then you place it. I'll show you the midpoint of the band. The midpoint of the band is that point where the V is formed. Show you. See that this very point where the V is formed is the midpoint. So when you are placing it right side facing your fabric, right sides facing each other, you make sure that the V point is in synchrony, like it is aligning with the parts that you notched, like it is in the same line with the part that you notched, so that your work is neat. So after you've done placing down and you have everything sitting properly, you pin down and then you take to your sewing machine. So at this point, I'm pinning down. There is something I want us to note here. When you go to your sewing machine to sew down, you have to sew in such a way that it has to cover the last thread that is seen on the band. Like, if you can, sew on that same line on that thread, or if you can, just sew in a way that that thread will not be seen anymore after you are done. I forgot to show you guys, but if you look closely, you are no longer seeing that last thread on my band. You are not seeing any thread on the band. That's because when I was fixing it to the turban body, I made sure I covered it. I made sure it's not showing. Look closely, you won't be seeing any thread. So you sew yours in such a way that it will not show, like you sew off that part where the thread is on the band, so that everything looks neat and nice. So cut off the excesses you have after you are done fixing the band to your turban body. And guys, we're live. Turban with Mexican pleats and V-shaped pleated band is ready. Like, all we need now is to stitch close and we run our stitching. At this point on the band, what you do is to take the head circumference we are working with, knowing that our fabric is now folded into two. If you are working with normal head circumference 22 inches, what you should have here is 11 inches, and then you sew down depending on the head circumference you are working with. If it's 23, then you divide it into two and then you stitch down. You take that measurement there and stitch down. This is what we have, and then we take up our thread and needle and we run our stitch. This is our running stitch. When you do a running stitch, make sure it doesn't get to the band area. Running stitches ought not to get to the band area, whether a pleated band or not. Don't let your running stitch get to the band of your turban. So you knots, and then we are done. I'll be showing you what this beautiful Mexican pleated turban looks like with my dummy. I'll be showing it on my dummy's head, my mannequin head. So guys, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and the notification bell, because I'll be dropping the tutorial on my embellishing this very turban. I'll have to embellish it. You see, I didn't set this properly, so it's not sitting properly on the mannequin's head, but set yours properly. In our next video, I'll be dropping how I embellished it. Thank you so much. I love you.